The field of 64 for the NCAA baseball postseason has been set, and the number one overall seed is Wake Forest. With them in their regional is George Mason as their 4 seed, Northeastern as the 3, and Maryland as the 2. Seems relatively packed for like a one-seeded regional, with Northeastern and Maryland both being relatively good teams. They were ranked at least at one point during the season, with Maryland picking up a lot recently. They had a really tough start to the year, but they've kind of shown their worth recently, and have put together a pretty good resume after the slow start, like I mentioned. And Northeastern has just been a pretty consistent team overall, going 44-14. So a lot of winning teams here in a regional that, yeah, I think Wake Forest will probably run through, but it's a lot more competitive than a lot of the like number one overall regionals usually look to be.
Yeah, this Maryland team's a dangerous one. Preseason top 25 and ranked really highly in most polls at that time. Struggled early in the season, but still an extremely talented squad that's highlighted by two of the best bats in the country. Nick LaRusso is closing in on 100 RBIs on the season, which is just an insane accomplishment in college baseball. And then they also have Matt Shaw, who's a projected first rounder at shortstop. But I think the story of this regional is that Wake Forest pitching staff, which leads the country with a 2.8 ERA. We've seen in the past that pitching staffs can really carry a team in the postseason, often a lot easier than good offenses, which tend to come and go in waves. But this Wake Forest team has both of those, and I expect this pitching staff to ease them into the supers.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the story here. Wake Forest pitching staff has just essentially been the only dominant pitching staff the entire year, with them having an ERA well better than pretty much any other team in the nation. So they should be looking to be carried by that, and their offense is also pretty stacked. So definitely Wake Forest regional to lose, but there could be some interesting stuff going on.